Go. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons.
Are you seeing update the stars that have lost?
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Kaepernick now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Kaepernick will try again on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but now it'll be third down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick.
Big
tight end over the middle. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Trying to improvise. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
50-yard line.
Oh, yeah, you can get off of it.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And now Joe Judge going to turn to an official and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 9. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU. And Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him is his ability to play the ball in the air, and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
15 yards on the play, first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
That's crazy.
And he'll take it into
so
the
bad.
end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And 6 at the 26-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and
7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Fielded just inside the 20. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Falcons will be 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick.
At the 41-yard line.
Man, come
Tussle
on,
for it,
bro.
and this is going to be caught.
Like,
And
really,
this is
bro?
going to
Richard
turn
Sherman?
into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35.
Look how he
That
threw
one
that.
goes for 24
Look at him
yards.
so bad.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
You gotta get that.
Brought down by DJ Wanham.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He'll try and run it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a 1st. Now they try the right side here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff looking right, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Being chased
I hate when I do that.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Cousins. The open man is Smith. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Looking
Man,
for
ain't no
Thielen,
way.
but it's intercepted.
I'll bump them.
Isaiah Oliver with the INT. 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore.
And he is
Oh my
into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
20-yard line.
Don't force none.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this...
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now right away, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Cousins on 1st down. Lets it fly for Thielen.
He caught it with one hand. Why would I throw that, bro?
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on that score, at least where it is.
Another pick.
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It was Harrison Smith there up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Thank you.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 now. Cousins. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Cousins. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. He's got his man. He's taken off for a Viking touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Hey, let me get my phone right
Gets
quick.
it to go, and we're all even, 17
my phone right
apiece.
quick.
That ties the game at 17.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Kill him, Kendricks.
And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right.
So what?
We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Good start right here, dude.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now he's flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. That was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was the... And then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it, and blocking it, and turning it into a nice run.
You can't do your autos
you
fast.
think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Davis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run it again here with Davis. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. Just a home run pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback.
Oh my God, boy, good
tackle. Gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Oh my God.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff as they run the counter play. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right.
Thank you.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith.
Thank you. Thank you.
He will bring this all the way back out to midfield. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
What? Oh my God.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it
That's
1st and
crazy.
10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll roll him out right. He'll hit his running back, Amir Abdullah. 7 yards
Oh my
on the
God,
play,
BG.
and it'll make it 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation,
No,
should be
BG.
in no hurry to run a play really fast.
Hold on. Let me win this game. I'm in a dogfight. I got to score right quick.
Play fake. Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
I had to, Zamar.
He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They run it again with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored.
Yeah, all
of course you're going to give it to him.
And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds,
man, it was a crazy Madden game right here.
To be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Oh, and
it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One to get yourself.
Zamar, they just cheated. They just cheated. He mossed Richard Sherman. But it's game over, though. He just mossed Richard Sherman. This game's so bad.
Explosion plays always break the back of a defense, and overtime to put him in the red zone, that was huge.
This game's so bad.
Description there, because when you get an explosion play, now people are just scrambling on defense. Now they're looking to each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make a play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone.